Hello and welcome back to my Pokemon tutorial series, and just a hopefully quick video today. Excuse me, I had a weird thing. There was a car crash in my neighborhood. Anyway, just a quick video on getting us to stop throwing so many balls and spawning only one Pokemon at a time. Okay, so what you want to do is go to your Pokemon folder, blueprints, actors, open up your player base, and we could, well, let's just do it quickly. We'll go project settings, go edit project settings, input, and add a new action mapping called action alternative, and make it of type the left mouse button. Okay, then we can exit that, and we can call that event inside of our play base. We'll call it action alternative. Okay. And what we want to do off of here is we want to do a branch check. We want to check if we are aiming or not, and if we are aiming, then we can call this Pokemon montage. Okay, compile, and then when we throw ball, we want to also check something. So we want to go to spawn Pokemon, and we want to drag off of this return value here and promote it to a variable, and we'll call this Pokemon in the world. Okay, compile, go back to event graph, and we'll drag back off of this throw Pokemon a little bit, duplicate this is valid node, and we'll pull out and connect that, and off of is not valid we'll connect that, and we'll plug in our Pokemon in world over here. Okay, then we're going to have a function, so we'll create that function. We'll say call back Pokemon, that's what it's going to be called, and then what we're going to do is get our Pokemon in the world, and we're going to check if it, or we've already checked if it is valid, so what we're going to do is cast to our base Pokemon, and as base Pokemon we're gonna get mesh. So we got the Pokemon's mesh. Now what we want to do is get the materials, and then we can hold down F and left click and plug in this for each loop that would have popped up like such. And then we're going to drag off of this mesh again and say set materials, and the element index that we'll set will be all of them. So for each one we'll set the material to a new material, and that'll be like of an emissive material or something like that. For now we'll just set it to nothing because I don't feel like creating that right now. Okay, so we'll compile, and then we'll go back to our event graph and call that callback Pokemon off of this is valid, and then we'll do a delay because we want to see that emissive material when we make it. So we'll set a delay of like 2 seconds, and then we will get our Pokemon in the world and destroy it. Destroy actor, and then we'll set our Pokemon in the world to nothing. Okay, so compile and save, and this should have stopped us from throwing so many Pokemon. Oops, one more thing we want to do is we will character movement right here up here. We'll say get max walk speed, and we'll promote this to a variable over here. So we're going to call this max speed temp, a temporary max speed variable, and we'll plug it in like such, and then we'll set it. Okay, and then when we come out we want to set it back to what it was. So we'll just grab that and that and that, and so we won't grab that, and we'll plug that in and set the max temp speed. Okay, so compile, and now all should be well in the world. Yeah, it sets it back to whatever we were on. Okay, so now we can test this out. Let's go talk to Oak. Let's pick up a Pokemon, and let's try and spawn a whole bunch of them. So I can't throw more than one ball at a time. Pokemon spawns wherever. Well, I need to actually only add one more check here. So on throw ball, when we go through and we have thrown our Pokemon out, we're going to set a variable called throw ball to true, and when it's finished we'll set it to false, and then only if we can throw the ball we will, if it's false we'll go through. So we'll just drag down a little bit, add a branch here, and throw ball, and if this is false then we can go through. Oops. And it destroys exactly as it's supposed to. Alright. So we'll pick up with the next one. Please like and subscribe, and hopefully let's solve that issue. Oops, we don't have a Pokemon. Anyway, I'll just set these quickly. Go to Pokemon, content, Pokemon, blueprints, actors, Pokemon, Bulbasaur, and set his mesh to Bulbasaur. And then Squirtle to Squirtle. And then finally we can go to actors, Pokeballs, Starter Ball, or actually over here inside each one of these we'll go to details and we'll just set them to be the proper class. Hold on 1 second. Pokemon info has been set to base Pokemon. Let's just open that up, and now we can edit it from in here. So the first one is Bulbasaur, then Charmander, and the third is Squirtle. So let's check this out. Now we should at least be able to spawn different Pokemon. See if we get Bulbasaur. Oh, and we did, but he's tiny for some reason. Let's see what happened there. Let's open up Bulbasaur. I think we need to actually make him bigger. Oh, we just need to set his animation, but he doesn't have animation yet. So we'll just make him a bit bigger for now. And same thing with Squirtle, I think. When we get the animation, we'll just make them smaller again. And now we should be able to spawn them, no problem. Okay, so let's talk to Oak. Whatever, I picked up 2 of them, it's fine. We throw out our Pokemon, and there's Bulbasaur! We got Bulbasaur. and we're going to have a different animation for calling back the Pokemon. And this oak thing is annoying me a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're not going to open up this WP if it's already valid. So we're going to get this chat WP and say is valid right here, and if it is valid we're not going to open it up, so we shouldn't get that overlapping oak text. Oops, we need to set it to being not valid. I think what we'll have to do is do it inside the WB. So let's go to our general chat WB, go to graph, and when we initialize we'll have to initialize oak as well. So we'll have another input on here for initialize, and we'll make it of type actor, and we'll call this actor, compile, and on Professor Oak, when we initialize over here we'll set actor to self. Okay, so now in the general chat WB we've got this actor. We can promote it to a variable, and we'll call this actor reference and plug it in like such. And then when we close the, before we close the widget, we're going to get this actor reference. We're going to cast to Oak, Professor Oak, I think. Professor Oak. Alright. And then we are going to set his chat WB to be nothing. So set chat WB to nothing, so it won't be valid anymore, and we can compile, and this should work, I think. So we go yeah, okay, and we can't open up two at a time. Okay, so that's great. So now we can have spoken to Oak, we can pick up all three of our starters, and we aren't throwing so many Pokeballs at the same time anymore. I actually want the throw animation to not even go in, so let's go to our player base one more time quickly, and where we throw our Pokeball, we should only call the animation over here. Okay, but we're calling this off of there. Okay, so we're going to fix that up in the next video, so we won't be able to fire an animation if we are already doing the animation, if you know what I mean. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll hit you up with more videos.